Dr. Chavis, thank you so much for being with us. Why did you decide to get involved with No Labels and this search for an independent president?
Well, No Labels has been around for 12 years, and I believe in bipartisanship. I think that the problem that our nation faces right now is that the extremes on the right or the extremes on the left are not offering an opportunity. And No Labels just did a poll last month of 25,000 Americans, and most Americans believe that our nation needs to move forward and not backwards. And so what happens this year in 2023, I think we are going to see, hopefully, some legislative progress as a result of bipartisanship. And that's going to set the stage for 2024. I think that most people want to see our nation and our democracy progress and not go back. And I think the things that are going on with former President Trump represent backwardness and not necessarily represent going forward.
Let's talk real politics here for a time, if we could. 12 years ago, you mentioned No Labels began.
Yes.
12 years ago, I would submit to you that the Republican Party was drastically different, really a foreign element compared to the Republican Party of today, 2023. So what would happen if you injected a third-party candidate, even if it was Joe Biden at 80 years of age against Donald Trump, or a Donald Trump clone Republican candidate? What would happen to damage the chances of the election of a legitimately decent human being, Joe Biden?
Well, again, the purpose of No Labels is not to be a spoiler. We're not trying to be a spoiler party. What we're trying to do is to give all Americans a chance to weigh into the future of the nation. And I think that in what has happened in the last 12 years, because of No Labels, we have something called the Problem Solvers Caucus. You know, Josh Gottheimer, Democrat from New Jersey, Brian Fitzpatrick, Republican from Pennsylvania, 29 Democrats, 29 Republicans, working together. The only reason why we got the bipartisan infrastructure bill was because of this, the Problem Solvers Caucus, working together. I think that 2023, this year, when it comes up to the debt ceiling and other things that the nation is facing, it's going to be the Problem Solvers Caucus, Republicans, Democrats, and independents working together. And I think that's what polling shows, that our nation is not necessarily saying we want a third party. They just want candidates running for president that represent the values, the aspirations, and the hopes of all Americans.